A long list of complaints some of you have made about the company Ole Ben Franklin Motors. Those include selling cars that don't work, telling people they've won a TV and then not giving it to them. Concerns about the history of cars they're selling as well. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot dug into the business dealership, its business practices, and joins us with what he's learned.
We first told you about Ole Ben Franklin last October. State regulators issued six-figure penalties against the dealership for selling new cars from used car lots. After that story aired, we heard from some of you. For months after Bryan Chambers bought this truck, he couldn't use it.
The stress is very real.
The truck was supposed to make life easier for Bryan and his wife.
We have one vehicle and we both work.
But it would cost thousands in repairs.
Right now I'm looking at over $18,675 in repair.
Last May, Bryan and his wife went to Ole Ben Franklin Motors to buy a second car. They chose this one, a 2013 Ford F-150 with more than 190,000 miles. The purchase price, $22,500. Then
I started having a real bad oil leak. We started noticing the truck was shuddering real bad. The motor had locked up completely.
Bryan says the problem started a month after he bought the truck, almost $19,000 worth of repairs. And for months, he paid about $900 a month for his car payment, even though he couldn't use it. He says diagnostic testing returned codes, meaning things had to be fixed.
It did have a code. It was for the O2 sensor.
He says he bought a third-party extended protection plan from Ole Ben Franklin. It paid the $18,000 in repairs. Bryan says the truck still isn't running as it should. Now he says it'll cost another $6,000 to get it working correctly. The warranty company won't pay it, he says, because it's more than the value of the truck. He says that's part of the terms of the warranty. Like Bryan, we've seen other complaints about Ole Ben Franklin Motors. WBIR requested consumer complaints to the Attorney General's office about Ole Ben Franklin Motors' business practices from January 1st, 2023 to February 20th, 2024. 3 people allege they bought cars with salvage titles and weren't told the cars had them. 2 people say they bought cars but weren't told about serious problems with them. And those complaints say Ole Ben Franklin told them they wouldn't fix it. Those files say the complaints have been settled. Bryan says he's heard the same.
And pretty much that's on you.
3 other people complained to the Attorney General's office about this money plea ad they got in the mail, records show. Our colleague John North got one too. If you play the game and get 3 houses in a row, you win a TV. But multiple people complained they won and Ole Ben Franklin didn't give them a TV. One of the complaints says the dealership told them all of the ads are winners. We don't know yet the status of these complaints, but we're working to learn more.
Ole Ben Franklin has done me very wrong.
Bryan says he wanted to talk with us so more people don't end up buying cars that don't work.
It's pretty much a paperweight.
The dealer at Ole Ben Franklin didn't want to sit down for an on-camera interview. He did send us a statement which says in part, the vehicle in the story was purchased as is with more than 193,000 miles. He added, we love East Tennessee and we love serving this community. You may have heard of a lemon law for cars you buy. In Tennessee, that only applies to new cars. If you're buying a used car, the Tennessee Attorney General's office has a guide on its website. The guide recommends you choose a dealership with a good reputation. Get a mechanic from outside the dealership to look at the car before you buy it. And if the dealer promises to make any repairs, make sure you get that in writing.